Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the campus of Kansas City, Kansas Community College Blue Devils here in Kansas City, Kansas. We're gearing up and getting infield taken and warm ups done to get this started. The Blue Devils took two down at Chanute at Neosho County's home site. We took two from them on Thursday. I want to thank you for those that were listening. And today we'll put you out there some video and hopefully things will keep going. I appreciate those of you that listen. Let's run through the starting lineups for today's game. First for the Neosho Panthers, Andrew Brotman, the center fielder, will lead off. Batting second, Khalil Thrasher in left field. Batting third, Dagan Brady, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, Mason Lundgren, the first baseman. Batting fifth, the catcher, Ivan Witt. Playing in right field and batting sixth, Drew Miller. The designated hitter bats seventh, Mac Clark. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Luke Burke. And at second base, batting ninth, Brett Weimers. On the mound, Owen Chaffin will be on the mound. That's the starting lineup for the Panthers. Now the starting lineup for your Blue Devils. Leading off, playing second base, Cole Slabowski. Batting second, the shortstop, Cole Dawson. Batting third, Caleb Adams in right field. Batting cleanup, Raymond Paniagua, the center fielder. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Palmer Hutchison. Batting seventh, Caleb Trout, the designated hitter. Batting eighth, behind the plate, Camden Carlin, the catcher. Batting ninth, the left fielder, Bo Grable. And on the mound, Sebastian Velez. The starting lineup for your Blue Devils, it'll be Slabowski, Dawson, Adams, Paniagua, Bard, Hutchison, Trout, Carlin, Grable, with Velez on the mound. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the start of this one here in about 20 minutes. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. Welcome back, everyone. The conference standings for the East and the West are as follows. First, let's get through the West. In first place with a record of 19-5 is Hutchinson. Seward County is in second place. They're 14-8. Butler is in third, 16-10. Cloud County is in fourth place with 13-9. Colby is in fifth place. They're 14-12. Barton is in sixth place. They're 11-11. Garden City in seventh with an 8-14 record. Pratt is in eighth with a 5-17 record, and Dodge City rounds it out in ninth place with a 4-18 record. On the east side, Johnson County is in first with an 18-2 record. Cali is in second. They're 17-3. The Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils, your Blue Devils, are in third place with a 13-7 record. Allen County is in fourth place with a 9-7 record. In fifth place, Coffeyville with a 12-10 record. Fort Scott in sixth place with a 10-12 record. In seventh, Neosho County with an 8-18 record. Highland is in eighth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 5-19 record. And in ninth place, Labette County with a 4-18 record. The records for the playoffs are important because if you are in ninth place, you don't make the playoffs. If you're in the top four, then you host someone from the bottom four in the other division from the West, and you host, and the winner of that series is who goes to Wichita for the playoffs to see who gets to go to Grand Junction, Colorado for the next level. We're going to take a short break. The coaches are coming out, as you can see, to meet with the umpires. We'll get that. We'll get our anthem out of the way. Would like to explain to everyone the reason I do not play the anthem is certainly not because I'm unpatriotic. It is simply because I broadcast on YouTube, and if their software picks up a played anthem, they can, but not always do they mute. And certainly muting my production is not something I want. So just know in the background, my hands over my heart, and certainly paying tribute to our country when they do play the national anthem. We'll take a break. We'll get a few more things taken care of, and we'll be back with the start of this ball game here in about 9 minutes. We'll be back. All right, welcome back, everybody. 2-game series this afternoon to finish out the total series from the week. Thursday, the Blue Devils traveled down to Chanute, took the first 2 games of the series. We come back to KCK to finalize that series. We'll have a 7-inning game followed by a 9-inning game today. Brotman, Thrasher, and Brady scheduled up for the Panthers. Valez is on the mound for that stuff. Across the outfield from left to right, Grable, Paniagua, and Adams. Across the infield from left to right, Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, and Bard. Carlin behind the plate and Velez on the mound. Want to give a shout out to Norb Winholtz. He'll be looking after grandson at the hot corner over here. Brotman steps in to face Velez. First pitch is right through there for a strike. Brotman starts the day batting 338. Fly ball out of play down the right field line. Foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Ball down to Hutchison. The throw pulls Bard off, and Bard can't make the tag, so that's going to be an error on Hutchison at third. That's going to bring up Thrasher. Thrasher starts the day batting .389. There's a ball headed into right field. Sorry, trying to got a thing on here about my noise out on that camera. Normally that doesn't come on. I'll get that taken care of. So that's a double to right field for Thrasher. So runners at second and third. That's going to bring up Brady. Dagan Brady, the shortstop. He starts the day batting .376. Strike outside corner at the waist. All right, thank you for that on the chat. I appreciate it. Hopefully I have that taken care of to where it doesn't come in and out. Runners at second and third. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss of that pitch, so 0-2 on Brady, the shortstop. Runners at second and third. A little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brotman at third. Thrasher at second. He had a double to right field. Check swing. 2-2 the count. Sebastian Velez on the mound. He has a 5.40 ERA. The 2-2. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. We'll do the 2-2 again. Dagan Brady, the shortstop for the Panthers. Another foul ball backing out of play. Another ball down the right field line and out of play. Top of the first action. Brotman reached on an error. Thrasher had a double. Runners at second and third. Nobody out. Brady at the plate. Strike 3 called, just catches the inside corner. Brady could use that and got it. That's going to bring up Lundgren. Mason Lundgren, the third baseman. Lundgren starts the day batting .428. He'll step in on the left-handed side. One out, runners at second and third. There's a ball headed up the middle. Paniagua takes care of that. Tagging and coming home is Grantham, or Brotman. Brotman scores on a sac fly. That's going to bring up Witt. Witt starts the day batting .322. Two outs now, runner at second. It's a little bit high, 1-0 the count. Ivan Witt, the catcher for the Panthers. There's a fly ball going to right center. Over to take care of that was Paniagua for the out. So at the end of half an inning, the Panthers get one. Your Blue Devils coming up. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. Fortees is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, to the Blue Devils half of the first we go. The Panthers score one. Slabowski, Dawson, Adams scheduled up for the Blue Devils. From left to right in the outfield, Thrasher, Brotman, and Miller. Crossed from left to right the infield, Burke, Brady, Weimers, and Lundgren. Behind the plate, Witt and Owen Chaffin on the mound. He has an 8.68 earned run average. Slabowski scheduled up for the Blue Devils. He's the second baseman. He starts the day batting .417. He'll step in as he leads off the bottom half of the first for the Blue Devils. Strike right through there. 0-1 the count on Cole Slabowski. Foul ball wide of Coach Goldbeck down at third. So quickly 0-2 the count. Chaffin out ahead of Slabowski. Stays up high. 1-2 the count on the second baseman, Slabowski. Ground ball over to third base. Up with that is Burke, and over to Lundgren for the out. It's going to bring up Dawson. Cole Dawson, the shortstop. Dawson starts the day batting .303. He'll step in to face Chaffin with one out. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. On 1 the count. Chaffin throwing strikes. That misses a little bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Blue Devils batting trailing by 1. Neosho scored 1 in the top half of the first. There's a breaking ball headed over here toward Coach Goldbeck. He's up with it. 1-2 the count. Foul back into the net. So we'll do the 1-2 again. The 1-2. Just gets out of play down the first baseline. We'll do the 1-2 again. The 1-2 pitch. Ball headed into left field and right at Thrasher. Thrasher takes care of that for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Caleb Adams, the right fielder. Adams starts the day batting .337. He'll step in with 2 outs and nobody on. Outside, 1-0 the count on the right fielder, Adams. Strike called outside corner at the waist. 1 ball, 1 strike. Squares to bunt, fouls it away. So 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss for the third out of the inning. The end of 1, Blue Devils trail 1-0. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.fortees.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, here we go to the top half of the second inning. Drew Miller, the right fielder, steps in on the left-handed side. Miller starts the day batting .352. Foul straight back to the screen. Oh and 1 inside in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark and Burke scheduled up after Miller. There's a ground ball at Slabowski. He's up with it and over to Bard for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Mac Clark. Clark starts the day batting .379. Another lefty. 1 out. Strike. Outside corner at the knees. Ball headed into right center. That's going to be extra bases for Clark. So Clark with a double to right center. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Luke Burke. Burke starts the day batting .212. He'll step in with 1 out and 1 on. Comes the first pitch to Burke. High and inside, ball 1. 1 out double by Matt Clark, the designated hitter. Burke up there. 1 out. Breaking ball right through there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. The Panthers leading 1-0 as they bat here in the top half of the second inning. There's a foul ball, a little check swing went off the knob of the bat. So 1 and 2 the count. Comes the 1-2. It's up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes and an out. Blue Devils hosting the Neosho Panthers. We went down to Chanute for 2 games on Thursday. The Blue Devils won both of those. Fly ball down the right field line and going to get out of play, so we'll do the 2-2 again. Two and 2 the count on the third baseman, Burke. Velez on the mound. It's high and outside. So 3 and 2 the count on the third baseman, Luke Burke. Foul ball straight back into the net. We'll do the 3-2 again. Sunshiny day. Light breeze blowing in from left field. Swing and a miss of that breaking ball for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Brett Weimers. Weimers starts the day batting .270. He'll step in to face Velez with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Hard hit ball at Dawson. Dawson up with it and over to Bard. At the end of 1.5, Blue Devils trail 1-0. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Paniagua, Bard, and Hutchison scheduled up. Paniagua starts the day batting .333. First pitch to him is up high, ball 1. Misses just a little bit outside. 2-0 the count on Raymond Paniagua, the center fielder. All the way back to the screen. So 3-0 the count on Paniagua. Chaffin in his second inning of work. He has an 8.68 ERA. The 3-0. High and inside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Paniagua. So Paniagua at first. That's going to bring up Bard. Bard starts the day batting .298. He'll step in with nobody out and a runner at first base after the leadoff walk by Paniagua. Little ground ball hit out to the second baseman. Weimers picks that up and over to Lundgren for the first out of the inning. Paniagua moves to second. It's going to bring up Hutchison. Palmer Hutchison starts the day batting .307. He'll step in with one out and a runner at second base. Strike called inside corner. 0-1 the count on the third baseman, Hutchison. Paniagua moves to second on the ground out by Bard. One out. Breaking pitch right back through there for a strike, so 0-2 the count. One out, 0-2. Blue Devils trail batting here in the bottom of the second inning. That ball goes up and over the head of Hutchison. Not sure how that didn't hit him, but it didn't. 1-2 the count. Comes the 1-2. Breaking pitch, and he swings through it. Comes up empty for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Trout, Caleb Trout, the designated hitter. Trout starts the day batting .211. He'll step in on the left-handed side. Paniagua at second base. Outside corner at the knees, strike one called. Owen Chaffin on the mound, righty for the Panthers. Timeout asked for by Trout and granted. Breeze has picked up a little bit, blowing in from left field. Strike right through there. 0-2 the count on the designated hitter, Caleb Trout. Foul ball back to the screen. We'll do the 0-2 again. Breaking ball gets back to the corner for the called strikeout. At the end of 2 full innings, the Blue Devils trail by 1. We'll be back. All right, to the top of the third we go. Brotman, Thrasher, and Brady scheduled up. Brotman is from Ark City, Kansas. Foul ball back to the screen. On 1 the count, Brotman reached on an error his first time up. Hit by a pitch there. It's going to bring up Khalil Thrasher. Thrasher is from Eudora, Kansas. He had a double his first time up. Misses just a little bit outside. 1-0 the count on the left fielder Thrasher. Fly ball headed down the right field line and out of play. One ball, one strike. Runner at first base. Brotman after being hit by a pitch. Squares to bunt. The bunt is down. Picked up by the pitcher and picked out of there by Bard. Nicely done for the sac bunt by Thrasher. That's going to bring up Dagan Brady, the shortstop. Brady is from Wichita, Kansas. He'll step in with a runner at second base and 1 out. Foul ball. Good thing the umpire only throws about 7 miles an hour on that one, huh? 0-1 the count. The umpire tossed that one back to Valles, and he wasn't looking, and it hit him. 0-1 the count. Foul ball down the right field line and out of play. On to the count, 1 out. Runner at second base. Thrasher sack bunt to get Brotman down to second. Strike 3 called upper and outer limits on that pitch, but it's been there ever so recently, but it's been there for the called strikeout. So Dagan Brady punched out 2 times in a row. That's going to bring up Lundgren. Lundgren is from Salina, Kansas. He had a sacrifice fly his first time up to score that run for the Panthers. Ball's up high, 1-0 the count on the first baseman, Mason Lundgren. Comes the 1-0. Foul ball backing out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Runner at second base is Brotman. He was hit by a pitch. Sack bunt by Thrasher to move him over. Brady was called out on strikes. Lundgren at the plate with 2 outs. Blue Devils trail 1-0 to the Neosho Panthers here in the top of the 3rd inning. The 1-1, a little bit low. 2-1 the count on Mason Lundgren. Misses just a little bit up and out. 3-1 the count. The 3-1. Ball 4. So Brotman at second, Lundgren at first. That's going to bring up Witt. Witt is the catcher, Ivan Witt. Witt is from Fort Scott, Kansas. He'll step in with 2 outs, runners at first and second. High and outside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. The Panthers scored 1 in the first on 2 hits so far. No runs on no hits and an error for the Blue Devils. Want to know the count on the catcher, Witt. Ball to Dawson. He tosses over to Slabowski for the out. At the end of 2.5, Blue Devils trail by 1. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. I want to let everyone know these little commercials that you see, Coach Golbeck funds entirely this broadcast that I bring to you. If anyone goes to forties.com and would like to donate, please feel free to do that. Any monies that goes to that, Coach and I will divvy basically back to them, but I would love to have an opportunity to raise some money that I can give back. So when we go to Wichita, we can do something extra with the guys down there. Now, that's, of course, granted that we have to make it to Wichita, but that's one of those things that I look forward to and am always trying to do. So I appreciate anything that anybody does there. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Blue Devils trail 1-0. Carlin Grable. And back to the top of the order, Slabowski. There's a strike outside corner at the knees to Carlin. Well, I hit my camera wrong there. I apologize for that. Fly out to left field for Carlin. Carlin started the day batting .250. It's going to bring up Grable. Grable starts the day batting .298. That misses a little bit outside. One out. Grable at the plate. The ball headed down the left field line and is foul. Just a little bit foul, or Grable would have been cooking with some extra bases. So back to the plate is Grable. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, with the Blue Devils trailing by 1. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, delivered by Chaffin. So 1-2 the count. A little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Way outside, so 3-2 the count on the left fielder, Bo Grable. Swing and a miss of that ball on the outside part of the plate for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the lineup and Slabowski. Slabowski is from St. Joseph, Missouri, went to Lafayette High School. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. He'll be up there with 2 outs and nobody on. Curveball doesn't make it back to the zone and doesn't hit him, so somewhere between the two. 1-0 the count. Owen Chaffin to Slabowski. Inside. 2-0 the count. Slabowski, the second baseman. Strike outside corner at the knees, 2-1. Early going here in this one. Blue Devils trail 1-0 as they bat here in the bottom of the third. Breaking ball just sweeps a little bit outside. 3-1 the count. So the ball headed into left field. So a base hit for Slabowski into left. That's going to bring up Dawson. Dawson is from Russellville, Arkansas, went to Russellville High School. He'll be up there with 2 outs and a runner at first after that 2-out hit by Slabowski. Breaking pitch right through there. Strike 1 called. Cole Dawson, the shortstop. Throw over to first, back in safely is Slabowski. There's a ball headed into right field, so back-to-back hits by Slabowski and Dawson. So that's going to bring up Adams. Adams is from Leavenworth, Kansas. He went to Lansing High School. He'll be up there with 2 outs and 2 on. See if he can get something on the outfield grass to get this thing tied up. Blue Devils trailing by 1. Bottom of the 3rd. Breaking pitch, line drive to the third baseman, Burke, for the 3rd out of the inning. So they hit it hard this inning. At the end of 3, Blue Devils trail 1-0. We'll be back. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. Miller, Clark, and Burke scheduled up for the Panthers. Miller is from Pryor, Oklahoma. Takes high ball 1. Want to know the count? Valez back for another inning of work. Misses just a little bit outside. Valez is from Trujillo, Alto, Puerto Rico, went to Center Point School. It's a ground ball and all safe at first. We'll see how that's scored. Going to score that as a hit. I agree. Little chopper to the first base side for a hit. So Miller's on at first. That's going to bring up Clark. Mac Clark, the designated hitter. He's from Overland Park, Kansas. Misses just a little bit outside. 1-0 the count. Runner at first base. Throw over, back in safely. Misses just a little bit outside. 2-0 the count. Leadoff infield hit by the right fielder, Drew Miller. He's down at first. Clark had a double his first time up. Went to the gap in right center. Swinging a miss of that fastball, so 1-2 the count. 2-1 the count. 1 run on 3 hits for the Panthers. No runs on 2 hits and an error for the Blue Devils. Foul ball back to the screen. Count evens out at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball into right field. Gets past Bard. So Clark with a base hit to right. Moves Miller to third. Miller at third. Runners at the corners for Burke. Burke is from Galena, Missouri. He steps in with runners at the corners and nobody out. Infield at double play depth. Foul ball back to the screen. Burke struck out his first time up. Runner at first. Runner at third. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at the corners for the Panthers. They lead 1-0 batting here in the top of the 4th. First game is a 7-inning scheduled game. Second game is a 9. One and one. Swing and a miss, so 1-2 the count on the third baseman, Burke. He struck out his first time up. Check swing, ruled a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes, a little bit wide of the plate. Comes the 2-2. Ground ball. Foul down the third base line. Top of the 4th inning. Neosho Panthers lead the KCK Blue Devils 1-0. Throw over to first, and the ball gets away. So a run scores on the errant throw that got past Bard. It was up the outfield side, hard for him to get to, and it gets by him. So 2-0 the score here. 2-0 the score, 2-2 the count. Burke at the plate, 2-2 the count on him. Ball headed to left center. So an RBI double for Burke. Still nobody out. Runner at second base. It's going to bring up Weimers, the second baseman, Brett Weimers. Weimers is from Pittsburgh, Kansas. He'll step in with a runner at second. Still nobody out. Check swing, foul ball. On 1 the count on Weimers. Weimers grounded out to the shortstop, his first time up. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. Oh, and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. Didn't mean to, but he did. For the first out of the inning, so back to the top of the order and Brotman. Brotman reached on an error and then was hit by a pitch. Outside. 1-0 the count on Brotman. Blue Devils trail 3-0. Panthers still hitting here with just 1 out in the top of the fourth. 2 runs in the inning. Scored 1 in the first and 2 here in the fourth. That's up high. 2-0 the count. Fourth inning action. First game of the doubleheader is a 7. Second game is a 9. Blue Devils took the first 2 down in Chanute on Thursday. They trail here 3-0 in the first game of the set today. Comes the 2-0 inside. 3-0 the count on Andrew Brotman, the center fielder for the Neosho Panthers. Shallow left field. Take care of that, does Dawson. going to bring up Thrasher. Thrasher has a double and a sack bunt so far in this one. He'll be up there with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Foul ball backing out of play. Comes the stretch and the 0-1 from Valles. Foul ball back into the net, so 0-2 the count on the left fielder, Khalil Thrasher. Ground ball at Dawson, and Dawson charges over to Bard. So at the end of 3.5, the Blue Devils trail 3-0. We'll be back. To the bottom half of the 4th inning we go. Panthers lead the Blue Devils 3-0. Paniagua, Bard, and Hutchison scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Chaffin back for another inning of work. Paniagua is from Blue Springs, Missouri, went to Blue Springs High School. Take strike 1 at the belt, right down the middle. Paniagua walked his first time up. Squares to bunt. Breaking pitch after he pulls it back, catches a piece of the corner. First strike 2. 0-2 the count on Raymond Paniagua. There's a ball headed up the middle for a base hit. So Paniagua with a leadoff hit. That's going to bring up Bard. Bard is from Kansas City, Kansas. He went to Piper High School. He'll be up there with a runner at first base after that leadoff hit by Paniagua. Bard grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Breaking ball goes a little bit low. 1-0 the count on the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Foul ball. Back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Paniagua at first. In the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher, Witt. 2-1 the count. Back over to first. Nothing doing over there. Lundgren with the tag, but not in time. Two and one the count. There's a ball hit into the corner. Going to be extra bases. So a double into the left field corner for Bard. That's going to bring up Palmer Hutchison. He'll be up there with nobody out and a couple of runners in scoring position. Hutchison is from Hayes, Kansas, went to Hayes High School. Nicely blocked by Witt. 1-0 the count to the third baseman, Hutchison. He struck out his first time up. Breaking pitch stays just a little bit inside. 2-0 the count. So Hutchison can kind of look for one pitch in one spot here. See if he can get something on the outfield grass to eat into this 3-run deficit. There's a ball headed into right field. And that gets past the right fielder, headed to second. 2 runs are in. And Hutchison is in to third base with a triple. So an RBI, 2 RBI triple for Hutchison. How about that, Grandpa Norb? That's going to bring up Trout. Trout will step in. Still nobody out and a runner at third. Trout is from Lansing, Kansas, went to Lansing High School. Nicely blocked by Witt. So 3-2 now the lead after that triple by Hutchison. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in the inning to cut the deficit to 1. The score 3-2. Hutchison takes the pitch to right center the other way for a triple. Breaking ball right through there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Trout. Trout was called out on strikes his first time up. Comes the 1-2 in the dirt, nicely blocked by Witt. 2-2 the count. Caleb Trout, the designated hitter. He'd like to get something on the outfield grass or pull something here to get Hutchison home. There's a base hit into left field. So an RBI hit. Hutchison and Trout back to back to tie this thing up at 3. Going to have a visit to the mound. We'll update this score. We'll see if there's any changes. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, visited over, no changes. Carlin comes up. He's from Lawrence, Kansas, went to Free State High School. He'll be up there with nobody out and a runner at first. There's a strike outside corner at the knees. So a base hit, a double, a 2 RBI triple, and an RBI single. So 4 hits in a row to tie this thing up at 3. Fly ball headed down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. 0-2 the count. Carlin flew out to left field his first time up. There's a breaking pitch that hit him. Nothing any worse as a pitcher than to have 2 strikes on a batter and then plunk them. So that's going to bring up Grable. Grable is from Kansas City, Kansas. He went to St. James High School. He'll step in with runners at first and second, still nobody out. Grable struck out his first time up. Squares to bunt and misses. 0-1 the count. Squares to bunt again, pulls this one back. 1-1 the count. The bunt is down. See how they score that. They're going to score that as a hit. So a bunt hit for Grable loads the bases back up. We're going to get a pitching change. We'll get all that information. We'll be back after this. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.fortees.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. So the pitching change has been made. Tyler McQuinn comes in. He has a 6.00 ERA. He is from Overland Park, Kansas. He inherits the bases loaded with nobody out. And Slabowski up. Slabowski's grounded out and had a base hit to left field. Strike called outside corner at the knees. So tied at 3 now here in the bottom half of the fourth. Bases are loaded. Slabowski at the plate. Strike called outside corner at the knees. 2 perfect pitches so far by McQuinn. Comes the 0-2 in the dirt. Breaking ball way outside, blocked nicely by Witt. Trout at third. Carlin at second. Grable at first. Slabowski at the plate, the second baseman. Comes the 1-2 breaking pitch. Hit at the shortstop, had the double clutch. Doesn't get a return throw. So a run scores on the fielder's choice. So the Blue Devils take a 4-3 lead on that fielder's choice. That's going to bring up Dawson. Dawson has a line out to left field and a base hit to right. Witt out with the bunt defense, or the first and third defense. 4-3 lead for the Blue Devils. They have one out as they bat here. There's a throw over to first. That ball gets away from the first baseman. My cameras didn't like my fingers moving there, so a run will score on that errant throw. So now 5-3. Strike outside corner at the knees to Dawson. Cole Dawson, the shortstop, he's up there with one out and one on. 5 runs in the inning for the Blue Devils to take a 5-3 lead as they bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Inside. Slabowski at second. He reached on a fielder's choice. Run scored. Outside, nicely blocked by Witt. Comes the stretch in, the 2-1 by McQuinn. Base hit up the middle, sending him home. So an RBI base hit for Dawson. Makes it 6-3. That's going to bring up Adams. Adams has struck out and lined out to the third baseman. He steps in with one out, a runner at first base. Strike outside corner at the knees. Out of play down the right field line. Oh, and 2 the count on the right fielder, Caleb Adams. Foul ball back to the screen. We'll do the 0-2 again. In the dirt, nicely blocked by Witt. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Blue Devils have put up 6 here at the bottom of the 4th to lead 6-3. Breaking pitch popped up. So we'll do the 1-2 again. That one, a lot of heads up being called up here in the bleachers. That one banging around in the bleachers. There's a ball headed into center field for a base hit. It's going to bring up Paniagua. Paniagua has walked and a base hit to center field. He'll step in with 1 out, runners at first and second. That ball gets past the first baseman. We'll see how they score that. 1 run is in. That scored a hit or an error? Hit. Base hit. The first baseman in tight didn't have much of a chance to get a hold of that one. So Paniagua with the RBI base hit to right field makes it 7-3. Runners at the corners. Strike called outside corner. Bard steps in. He's 1 for 2. He's grounded out to the second baseman. Had a double into the left field corner. I'm sure he'd like to do that again. Take a look and see Paniagua run. Fielder's choice out at second base. So another run in. That's going to bring up Palmer Hutchison. Hutchison will step in with 2 outs. Curveball just makes it back to the strike zone. 0-1 the count. Ground ball at the third baseman. That's going to be an error on the first or third baseman. So runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Trout. Trout's been called out on strikes and had an RBI base hit. Misses outside. 1-0 the count. There's a ball headed to deep right center. It's going to be extra bases, 1 run in, 2 coming in, headed to third is Trout with a 2 RBI triple. That makes it 10-3. So 2 outs. That's going to bring up Carlin. Carlin had a fly out to left field and been hit by a pitch. Strike called. 0-1 the count. In the dirt, nicely blocked by Witt, the catcher. Chaffin went 3 innings. McQuinn came in. Chaffin was responsible for the bases loaded. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. Another run scores on that error. Going to have another visit to the mound. We'll get everything updated and we'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, McQuinn will stay in. Grable at the plate. He struck out and had an infield hit. There's a strike called outside corner. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 11 runs in the inning. Panthers 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. Blue Devils 11 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. Foul ball. 1-2 the count. Comes the pitch from McQuinn. Swing and a miss for the final out of the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Blue Devils leading 11-3. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the top of the fifth inning. Chase Terrell on in relief. Chase is from Linwood, Kansas, went to Bonner Springs High School. He has a 4.18 ERA. He pitched a complete game earlier this week. That ball misses just a little bit outside. He faced Brady. Brady was called out on strikes twice so far. 1-0 the count to him. There's a ball headed to deep right field, and that's going to be a home run for Dagan Brady down the right field line. So Brady with a home run down the right field line. That's going to bring up Lundgren. Lundgren has a sac fly for a run and a base on balls. Balls all the way back to the screen. 1-0 the count. .290 down each of the lines. A little short porch. There's a swing and a miss. 400 to dead center. The alleys are 394. Comes back into 375 to right and left. Ball misses just a little bit outside. 2-1 the count. Grable, Paniagua, Adams across the outfield. Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, and Bard. There's a ball foul down the left field line. Carlin behind the plate. Chase on in relief. Chase Terrell on in relief of Valles. Valles goes 4. 11-4, the Blue Devils lead. There's ball 3, so 3-2 the count. To Mason Lundgren, the first baseman. There's a ball headed down to Bard. Bard finds a good hop, steps on the bag for the first out of the inning. going to bring up Ivan Witt, the catcher. He flew out to center field, grounded out to the shortstop. His 2 at bats so far today. Strike catches the outside corner. Strike called. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Witt bats here. It's a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 run in on the home run by Dagan Brady. Comes the 1-1. Outside. 2-1 the count. Sunshiny day. Little breeze blowing in from left. There's a strike called outside corner at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out to the catcher, Ivan Witt. A little bit outside, 3-2. Foul ball back to the screen. We'll do the 3-2 again. Another foul ball. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Blue Devils with an 11-4 lead. Panthers with 1 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 1 so far here in the 5th. Hutchison up with that. Can't get my camera to move over. Hutchison over to Bard for the out. So a 5-3 ground out for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Drew Miller, the right fielder. He's grounded out to the second baseman. Had a base hit into right field. There's a ball headed to deep left. Back to take care of that is Paniagua for the final out of the inning. So we go to the bottom half of the 5th. Blue Devils lead 11-4. I'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to All right, pitching change for the Panthers. Jordan Linderer from Lenexa, Kansas will come in. He's a lefty. He'll scheduled to face Slabowski, Dawson, and Adams. Slabowski takes ball one high. Slabowski is grounded out. Once to the third baseman, had a base hit to left field and reached on a fielder's choice that yielded an RBI. That's low and inside, 2-0 the count on the second baseman, Cole Slabowski. Ground ball headed up to the shortstop and over to first. So Brady over to Lundgren for the ground out of Slabowski. That's going to bring up Dawson. Dawson lined out to left field his first time up, had a base hit to right field, and then an RBI base hit to left field his third time. He'll be up there with one out and nobody on. Ground ball headed at the second baseman. Weavers over to Lundgren for the out. That's going to bring up Caleb Adams. Adams struck out, lined out to the third baseman, and had a base hit to left field. He'll be up there with two outs and nobody on. Blue Devils leading as they bat here in the bottom of the fifth. They lead 11-4. That strike just catches the inside corner. Strike called. That's upstairs. 1-1 strike to the right fielder, Caleb Adams. Inside. 2-1 the count. It's up high for ball three. So 3-1 the count on Caleb Adams. That's low ball four. So a 2-out walk issued to Adams. It's going to bring up Paniagua. Paniagua has walked, had two base hits, one of them for an RBI. Two outs, runner at first. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Witt. Linderer on in relief of McQuinn. McQuinn took over for Chaffin after three. Catches the inside corner for strike called. 1-1 strike to Paniagua. Excuse me. Fly ball headed to deep center field. Back on his horse is Brotman, and he can't get back to that. So an RBI triple for Paniagua. Paniagua with 3 hits and a walk and a couple of RBI in this game. So that makes it 12-4. Excuse me, 12-3. 4. I'll get it right here in a minute. I'm going to get my scoreboard updated here. Want to know the count? There's a foul ball headed down the left field line. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. 12-4 the score. Bard at the plate. Bard has a double and a couple of ground outs, one of them a fielder's choice. A little bit low. 2-1 the count on Bard. Outside check swing. 3-1 the count. Bard at the plate. He's the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Jordan Linderer on the mound. There's a ball headed over to the third baseman, Burke. He's up with that over to Lundgren for the final out of the inning. At the end of 5 full innings, Blue Devils lead 12-4. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, here we go to the top half of the 6th. Terrell back for another inning of work. He'll face Clark, Burke, and Weimers unless there's changes made. There's a foul ball back to the screen. Blue Devils lead 12-4, top of the 6th action, 7-inning scheduled game. Strike just catches the outside corner, started out wide, breaks back over the zone. 4 strike, 2 called, so quickly 0-2 the count. A little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clark has a double and a single in this game. He's the designated hitter, Matt Clark. Missed just a little bit low. 2-2 the count. The ground ball headed to Slabowski. Pats it a couple of times, tosses it over to Bard for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Luke Burke, the third baseman. He struck out and then had an RBI double. He'll step in with one out and nobody on. Misses a little bit low and outside, does Terrell. 1-0 the count. Foul ball back to the screen. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Luke Burke, the third baseman for the Panthers. Foul ball, the ball breaking in on his hands by the side armor Terrell. 1-2 the count. Breaking ball headed to the shortstop. Dawson up with it and over to Bard for the 6-3 second out of the inning. So 2 outs to Weimers. Weimers, the second baseman, he's grounded out to the shortstop and struck out. He's the second baseman. Breaks just a little bit low. 1-0 the count. Ball ruled just a little bit low on that pitch. Nice curveball. There's a check swing headed to the right side. Terrell's up with it. Underhands over to Bard for the third out of the inning. At the end of 5.5, Blue Devils lead 12-4. We'll be back. Pitching change for Neosho. Branch Ware. He's from Mountain City, Kansas. Otherwise known as my hometown. Mountain City, Kansas. Branch Ware. I'm going to guess that Branch's dad's name might be Brian Ware. Not sure if he's here today. Scheduled up to face Branch Ware is Hutchison, Trout, and Carlin. Strike called inside corner at the knees. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher and over to first. So Ware snags that High hopper over to Lundgren for the first out. It's going to bring up Caleb Trout, the designated hitter. He was called out on strikes, had an RBI single, then a 2 RBI triple. So 2 hits and 3 RBI for him. There's strike 1 called. That's low for ball 1. I get to thinking about where these young men are from and get caught up in things, and my cameras don't work, and I get all excited. 1-1 the count. There's a ball down the right field line. One ball, 2 strikes on Trout, the designated hitter. Swing and a miss for that strikeout. Second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Camden Carlin, the catcher. He lined out to left field, been hit by a pitch, and then reached on an error by the shortstop. Yielded an unearned run for the Blue Devils, but they lead 12-4. There's a breaking ball, gets right through there for strike called. Comes the 0-1. Ball headed right at the shortstop. The shortstop grabs that, so Brady over to Lundgren for a 3-up, 3-down inning for Brant Swear. We go to the top half of the 7th. Blue Devils leading 12-4. Remember, this is a 7-inning scheduled game. We'll be back. Changes made. Here we go. So the pitcher Brant Swear that just had a 3-up, 3 inning, his dad, who, I don't know, we might even played softball together a time or two. We were both hitting bombs, I'm sure. So Steven Santiago comes in to pitch for the Blue Devils. First pitch is fouled out of play by Brotman, back to the top of the order. Santiago is from Guayama, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is where he's from. Here's a pitch that stays up high, ball 1. So 1-1 the count on Brotman. Brotman reached on his air, was hit by a pitch, and then popped out to the shortstop in shallow outfield. See, I get all crazy. I didn't even have it on the right camera here. I got everything going. Brian, how you been? Good. 2-1 the count on Brotman. Brotman, Thrasher, and Brady scheduled up for Neosho. There's a ground ball foul wide of third base. 2-2 the count. A whole bunch of work need to be done for the Panthers. Santiago is hoping to get a 3-up, 3-down, and get us on to the second game. But nonetheless, here we are in the top of the seventh. The Panthers got a lot of work to do. There's 3-2 way outside. Who'd you get the text from?
Mom. She said it doesn't sound like Jerry.
It's been a long time since you've heard my voice, Ann. That's high for ball 4. It sounds like Tom is what it sounds like. So a leadoff walk by Santiago. That's going to bring up Khalil Thrasher. Thrasher, the left fielder. He's had a double, a sac bunt, and a ground out to the shortstop. He's up there with a runner at first, nobody out. Just misses a little bit outside, 1-0. Thrasher, the left fielder. There's a strike right through there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thrasher. Comes the 1-1. Foul ball back to the screen. Where'd your red hair go, mister? Same place mine went.
I don't know if it was the kids or what.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball stays upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Blue Devils lead 12-4 in this first game. We are in the top of the 7th. The first game is a 7-inning scheduled game. The second one is a 9. So 3-2 after that low pitch. So I want to know how Mom knew where to watch this from. I think Coach sent it out. I gave it to him on Thursday because I did an audio broadcast down there on Thursday. Foul ball back to the screen, so we'll do the 3-2 again. Comes the 3-2. High fly ball to left field. And that is a home run and stayed fair. Of course, I went to the wrong camera. Get all excited up here, got my cameras flying around and so forth. So a 2-run home run by Khalil Thrasher. So that makes it 12-6. First pitch strike called to Brady. Brady's been called out on strikes twice, but he did have a home run down the right field line. Misses just a little bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dagan Brady, the shortstop. There's a ground ball cut off by Hutchison and over to first base. So a 5-3 ground out of Brady. That's going to bring up Lundgren.
You guys got it all right. That's the best outing Brance's had.
There you go. 1 out now. That's going to bring up Lundgren. He had a sac fly. There's a strike called a sac fly in the first. Then a base on balls, his second at bat, and grounded out unassisted to the first baseman. There's another foul ball back to the screen. So quickly 0-2 the count. Santiago on in relief of Terrell. Terrell on in relief of Velez. 0-2 the count, 1 out. High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes the 1-2 from Santiago. Foul down the left field line. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 runs in the inning. There's another foul ball backing out of play. Had a leadoff walk, then a 2-run home run by Khalil Thrasher, the left fielder of the Panthers of Neosho Community College. Another foul ball back to the screen. We'll do the 1-2 again. And again and again. There's a ground ball headed at the shortstop. He's up with it and over to Bard. So Dawson to Bard for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Ivan Witt, the catcher. He flew out to center field, grounded out to the third baseman, and grounded out to the shortstop, his 3 at-bats. First pitch, breaking ball right through there, strike 1 called. Witt, the catcher's done a great job blocking balls today for them on defense. That stays a little inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down to the last out in this first game are the Panthers. They trail 12-6. They need a bunch. That's up high for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Tall righty from Puerto Rico, Steven Santiago on the mound. On in relief. That ball misses a little bit outside. 3-1 the count. Strike 2 called, 3-2 the count. That has been a strike all day, but if that ball's 2 inches lower, it's outside. He calls it. There's a ball headed into right field, just over Slabowski's jump. So a 2-out hit for Witt to right field. So the Panthers still alive. It's going to bring up Miller. Miller, the right fielder. He's grounded out, had a base hit, and flew out his last time to deep center field. He'll step in with 2 outs and a runner at first. Strike called outside corner. 0-1 the count on the right fielder, Drew Miller. Oh, got a little French out of him, but he didn't go there. Ruled outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I've umpired and flinched like that before and then called a ball. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking pitch. There's a swing and a miss. So 1-2 the count. So for the time being, the Panthers down to their last strike. 1-2 the count on Miller. Runner at first. Breaks inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Blue Devils lead 12-6. There's a swing and a miss to end this one. So the Blue Devils are down early in this one, come back to win 12-6. We'll shut things down. We'll come back with the 9-inning game here in about 20 minutes. Thanks for being with us.